Before we dive into this video, I do want to apologize if I seem kind of tired or if I sound tired. I woke up from a pretty bad nightmare last night. I had this really bad dream that Activision decided to just take down all of the old Call of Duty games, all of the old clients and stuff like XLabs, Plutonium, and boy. And then I woke up and, you know, Activision, they would just never do that. They would never actually go after the old Call of Duty games. It's their roots. They love those games. But then I logged on Twitter, and in less than a week's time, they have ordered a cease and desist to XLabs. So here we go again. RIP XLabs and the boy client. Now again, just so we're crystal clear, they have only sent a cease and desist to the XLabs project, the XLabs team. The boy client and Maurice, they didn't specifically get a cease and desist order, but he is preemptively taking the project down, so that way he doesn't have to get one from Activision, but XLabs is 100% dead. It's done, guys. Once again, our fun, our childhood, our favorite Call of Duty games are being taken away from us. They're being robbed by the clutches of Activision. Now, since the SM2 project just got shut down less than a week ago, people are wondering, why is Activision doing this? Why are they sending these cease and desists to XLabs, to SM2? Why would they do this? And like I said before, they're doing it because they can. Activision doesn't necessarily need a good reason. I mean, sure, this is their property, it's their IP, it's their assets, whatever. They are still making this decision just because they hate us. I don't know what else to tell you. They don't officially endorse these projects. They don't try to reach out to them. They do not actively do anything to try to make this situation better. The reason these clients exist is so that way we can go back to the old Call of Duty games and populate the servers and have it be a safe experience as well. These bozos don't even realize that most of these old Call of Duty games have security issues. They don't even do shit about it. Yet these fuckers will gladly charge you $60 for a game you probably already bought before, right? And full price for the old DLC, knowing full well that you can still get your ass hacked on these games. Look, man, it was one thing when they took down SM2, a game we've never even played, a project that had a lot of promises that a lot of people thought were going to be empty, and unfortunately those are empty promises now because of Activision and their stupid cease and desist orders. But this time around, they've really pissed me off. The website's down too. I can't even look at the XLabs website. Oh my god. So while we're reflecting on this situation, let's talk about what XLabs actually was. It was a modded client on PC that would allow you to play Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, and Advanced Warfare. I actually can't even remember if there were more games at this point. I can't even access the information. I want to say that it was just those 3 games that could be accessed from the client, but I'm pretty sure it was just those 3 games that could be accessed from the XLabs launcher. But essentially what the XLabs client would let you do is actually find servers and find games for Call of Duty games that otherwise are not really populated, or the matchmaking is broken and you can't even actually find games. You can't even play these old games. And obviously one of the major benefits of playing on XLabs versus playing the vanilla games like the original games is the fact that you could get access to like the console commands, so you could customize your game even further. There are all kinds of really fun modded servers that you could play on, and at least in the case of S1X, which was modded Advanced Warfare on PC, there was an unlock all commands that would unlock everything, not just your weapon levels and your prestige and stuff like that, but also all of the DLC, like the supply drop stuff. So all of the overpowered weapon variants and stuff, and the cosmetic customization, that stuff would all be given to you for free. And I already know after saying that, there's going to be some people that are like, well, let me get my glasses.
Excuse me, Merch Munich. They are clearly stealing Activision's precious assets, the overpowered Ballad A of someone. You're not supposed to get that for free. You're supposed to waste hundreds of thousands of dollars like I did back then.
You fucking idiot. If they really cared that much, why didn't they do anything back in 2021 when it first came out? You know, when it was at the height of its popularity, which again was maybe only a couple hundred people on the servers playing it regularly. Since the XLabs website is shut down, I can't even imagine that it's possible to get back on XLabs and actually check the numbers. But last that I checked, the last time I played on S1X, there were maybe a couple dozen people playing it. So don't give me this bullshit about pirating the games and stealing from Activision. I talked about this on Nerd Plays and I kind of shared my thoughts more. I didn't want to speculate on the situation. I was trying to get as much information as I possibly could get before talking about it more, but I'm just going to talk about it now. Like I said on Nerd Plays, the amount of money that is potentially being stolen from these clients existing for these old Call of Duty games is literally not even close to pennies to what Activision actually makes on a regular basis. Like on a daily basis, weekly, monthly, yearly, it's not even fucking close. Activision is making money that literally none of us can comprehend. They generate over $1 billion a year just off of selling new Call of Duty games yearly. Every single quarter, which is 4 times a year, they're generating billions of dollars off of the microtransactions that they sell in shitty games like Modern Warfare 2 2022. Doesn't really matter if it's bundles or pay-to-win bundles, supply drops that are pay-to-win or supply drops that aren't pay to win. They've got it made, dude. 90% of that money could just go up in flames and they would still be filthy rich. Let's not pretend like this is some kind of act of justice by Activision, that they're doing right by the IP and going after these people because they have stolen from them. No. In every single piece of content that I made covering XLabs games, like the modded clients, I never once actually told anyone to go off and pirate games. I've bought every fucking Call of Duty game that exists. It's not an issue of piracy, and it's definitely not about the money. They hate us. Plain and simple. If you are someone who's an OG in this community and you like to play the older Call of Duty games, they don't want anything to do with you. After all of this shit that's gone down, it's more apparent than ever that they do not care about this part of the Call of Duty community. It's not like the XLabs client got some kind of recent update. They didn't switch to any engines. They didn't change or do anything. They have just simply been existing for the last year or two now. That was enough for Activision to send them a cease and desist. All they had to do was just exist and keep doing what they were doing. So where exactly does that leave us? Like, what do we do after all of this has happened? Like I briefly mentioned earlier, the Boy project, which was the modded client for Black Ops 3, Maurice is shutting that down preemptively so it doesn't get a cease and desist from Activision. Him doing that kind of feels like a chess move. Like, I'm not sure if he's trying to get ahead of Activision and maybe try to shield the modded clients for Black Ops 3 from anything that could potentially happen later on. I don't know. But regardless, that is an unintended side effect from all of this stuff with XLabs happening. Now let's talk about Plutonium. If Activision decides to go after Plutonium next, then I think as a community, we really do need to take a stand against them and against Call of Duty. Because if they shut down Plutonium next, like, what the fuck do we do? Plutonium, of all things, is providing safe servers for us to play and enjoy the old Call of Duty games on. And if they come after that next, we are so screwed. Pluto is currently giving us access to World at War, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 3. Oh my god, dude. I still can't believe XLabs is gonna be gone. You can't play the original Modern Warfare 2 on PC on Steam. It's not safe. Same thing with Black Ops 2. If they actually fucking cared about their games, then they would not be doing this. So yeah, if they come after Plutonium next, then we are really doomed. And what's even sadder about this shit is that they're not gonna do anything about it. It's not like Activision is gonna be your ultimate hero with the Call of Duty IP and make a better game. Make a good experience. Like a Call of Duty Master Chief Collection type thing where they put all the best pieces, all of the best maps, guns, game modes, everything. They're not going to do that. They're not going to make SM2 for us. They're not going to host these servers. They're not going to do shit. This is the point I've been trying to make in all of these videos anytime I talk about this and cover this. They do not care about us. They do not care about you. They only care about money. That's why Modern Warfare 2, the current one, is in such a terrible state. And even though we can only assume things for the next Call of Duty game so far, I think it's safe to assume that we're not getting anything remotely close to what these old Call of Duty games could offer. It's most likely going to be called Modern Warfare 3 2023. It's probably going to have all of the changes and content that we expected from Modern Warfare 2, or possibly even for year 2 of that game, and they're just going to do that instead. They're going to charge us another $70+ to buy that and experience that, and it's going to be loaded with bundles. You already know, 70+ bundles every single season for Modern Warfare 3. Dog shit! Yeah, man, that's the video. I'm fucking done. I'm pissed. I can't believe they're doing this, but at the same time, I can't! Fuck them!